الجديد فيه بأس شديد ومنافع للناس وليعلم الله من ينصره. As-salamu Aleikum. Hope you're all doing well, inshallah. Today's going to be a casual day in the life video, and today's an exciting day, inshallah, because we are going to have our first in-person sisterhood meetup, inshallah. So I'm looking forward to that, inshallah. A group of us are going to meet up, inshallah, today. It's just going to be very casual. We're just going to meet up for coffee and just get to meet, inshallah. And maybe if the weather is nice, we might go for a walk after that, because there's a nice bay in the area that we are going to meet, inshallah. So it's already noon. We're meeting up around 5 p.m. inshallah. This morning I went to take a PCR test just to make sure I'm negative before we meet, inshallah, and alhamdulillah I got my results like an hour ago. It's green, which means negative. I thought the place would be open by 8 or 9, so I went at like 8:30, and it didn't open till 10 a.m, so I didn't know that. And I wasn't the only one confused. There was maybe 10 people there that were thinking it's going to open at 9 a.m. And so I decided, instead of coming back home and then coming back, I would just stay there, because this clinic is kind of connected to a mall. So I ordered a coffee, and then I went and sat in the car and waited in the car, just listening to some Quran and enjoying my coffee. And I really savored this cup of coffee because I haven't had coffee in a while. I talked about this on Instagram, but basically I had an incident a couple of weeks ago, totally my fault, and it was totally avoidable. I was having lunch downstairs, just sitting there, minding my own business, and the food in the center was really, really hot, and I didn't know. I was basically having this dish called mahshi, if you know it. So it's basically like stuffed peppers and stuffed like zucchini and things. So I was having one of these stuffed things, and on the outside it didn't feel that hot, but on the center it was piping hot. So when I took a bite and I bit into it, it was so hot, and for some reason, don't ask me why I did this. Instead of just spitting it out, sorry to be a bit visual, but instead of just getting it out, I decided to swallow, and it was just a split-second decision. I don't know why I did that. In my head, I thought it would be fine if I just swallow so that I don't burn my mouth. But then what I ended up doing was burning my esophagus. And so as it went down, the regret came down as well, and just feeling it go down and feeling the heat, and then it stopped kind of here and it stayed in this area, because it was a big piece. I didn't even finish chewing, right? It was a big piece, and it like paused here for maybe 10-15 seconds. Not a long time, but it felt really long when it was that level of intense heat. And I don't know how to describe the feeling, but I felt as if my esophagus was melting away, and I was just like, what did I do? What did I do? And then, I grabbed cold water. I was drinking, trying to soothe my insides. Then it went down, like that, like the tightness of that piece that was stuck there went down. But the pain that was left was like I don't know, like my inside was really raw and irritated. And I was like, okay, it'll pass. So I just kept drinking cold drinks for a while. The pain would not stop. And then I thought, okay, it's fine. It'll be okay by tomorrow. So I went to sleep that night, and I woke up in the middle of the night in crippling pain. I was just like bent over in so much pain. I don't know how to explain it. It was like all the way to my back. And I was just like curled over, not knowing what to do, trying to go back to sleep, then waking up, trying to go back to sleep, waking up. I eventually gave up sleeping and just stayed up. The next day I was in constant pain, and I was telling myself, okay, it's gonna subside. I was trying to just eat like soft, gentle things that wouldn't irritate me as much. And then second night passed, and then third day, the same thing. And then by the third or fourth night, there was a moment where I was just like leaning over like the bathroom sink, and I was like, okay, this is really bad, and I just need to see a doctor, and I need to stop ignoring it. I had to do a series of tests for several days. I burnt my esophagus. So this was like about 2 weeks ago, and I've been on medication, like ulcer medication, so that I can take pills before I eat, and then also medicine for like after eat. And I had to go on a strict diet, so I had to cut out. So this brings me to the part about coffee. So I had to cut out coffee, tea, spicy food, any acidic things like orange juice, lemonade. Just be on a soft diet, which I had already started doing because of the pain. Like I felt it was easier to digest soft things. Now that I'm about the 2 weeks mark, I can finally start introducing normal things into my diet slowly. Like the doctor told me, depending on how you feel, like by this week you can start shifting to a normal diet. That's the whole story. So today, when I had to wait for an hour or more for this place to open, I went and I grabbed this latte and just enjoyed every sip. It was so good and it was so nice to have, after not having it for this period of time. I still feel this like lingering thing here that like radiates towards my back, but it's much more bearable, and I don't wake up anymore at night, which is amazing, because for those first few nights I was waking up in pain. So now I'm like sleeping through the night, not a problem. Alhamdulillah. Yes, that's pretty much the story. So hopefully the lesson that you take from this is that if you are ever in a situation that you are eating hot food, do not swallow. Don't make this mistake that I made. But alhamdulillah. So that is the background as to why the coffee today meant a lot. Okay, so for the next couple of hours, I'm just gonna get work done. I'm on the US time zone for work, but I'm in UAE. And today's a nice day because it's Monday, but it's still Sunday in the US, like it's Sunday night, so the workday hasn't started yet. I get to enjoy a nice Monday. I don't know, it kind of feels like a bonus day, even though because of that, I'm working Saturdays, since Saturday is Friday in the US anyways. For today's gathering, I'm bringing some dhikr cards to give out, inshallah. So I'll probably catch up later when I'm kind of heading out to the gathering, inshallah. I just arrived to the location. I'm a bit early, like 45 minutes early, but I wanted to make sure that I'm nowhere close to being late, inshallah. And so I'm gonna get out and maybe take a little bit of a walk, since there's a nice bay here. If it's not too hot, it's like 38 degrees Celsius right now, so we'll see. And then I'll make my way to the place. I have my laptop with me, so I might get some work done before 5 o'clock, inshallah, and then yeah. I'm so glad that we did this and we met up. Everyone was so sweet, mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. As-salamu Aleikum. It is like 5:45 a.m. I decided to come out after Fajr and check out a couple of things and get a nice view and a nice walk in the morning. So inshallah I'll take you along, inshallah. So this is my morning walk with this view, and the weather is so nice right now after Fajr. Okay, that was such a nice walk. Hope you enjoyed it as well. I need to go and fill petrol, a nice breakfast, and relax, inshallah, and get some work done. I just got home, but I dropped the car keys. Do you see it? I can't reach it. It's so far back. Okay, I found a pen. Oh, I still can't get it. I can feel it. I'm so close. Okay, I got it. Okay, I went and had some breakfast and I'm back home, and I think we're just gonna end this here because I have a lot of things to get done in terms of work and packing because I'm traveling tomorrow. I have to take another PCR test today, do all my laundry, and just all those little tasks that are piling up that I need to get done today, inshallah. So I'm just gonna end it here. Hope you enjoyed this video and all the little snippets, inshallah. And until next time, take care. As-salamu Aleikum.